Good morning. I'm a Marine Corps veteran of 9 years of active duty. I attended boot camp at Parris Island and soon discovered that I was a West Coast and overseas person. I did not like the East Coast. My first enlistment, I was a multi-channel communications operator. I feel pretty lucky with the duty stations and assignments that I did get, starting in Okinawa, then San Diego, and ending in Hawaii. While stationed in Okinawa, I ended up with the Marine Expeditionary Unit Service Support Group 31. I got to travel to Asia, Australia, where I became a shellback, which is when you pass over the equator on a Navy ship, Indonesia, and the Middle East. My next duty station was in Miramar, San Diego, where I was hoping to swing with the wing, but I swung out to 29 palms most of the time. When it was time to re-enlist, I changed my military occupation specialty to embarkation, which is a logistics position. And when I got stationed at Marine Corps Forces Pacific, Camp H.M. Smith, Hawaii. In Hawaii, I got to go back to South Korea many, many times, which I loved, and Egypt. After 9 years, I got to go around the world. Took longer than 80 days, but it was worth it. I received an honorable discharge in March of 2005, and I moved to Buffalo, New York. I took a few months off because I deserved it. Finding work was not as easy as they made it sound in the Transition Assistance Program classes. I'm sure many of us can relate. Turning my military experience and education into civilian skills was not that easy. I ended up working for a freight forwarding company in accounts payable. Not what I wanted, but I needed a job. I ended up getting a second part-time job so I could afford the little extras and save some money. And then I had to get a third just to survive. I would hear this ad on the radio for the community college that offered free math and English classes for adults wanting to get into college or returning to college. After a few years of working dead-end jobs, I did my research. I signed up for those adult classes, and then I signed up for college. This allowed me to stop working 2 of those jobs and keep the better paying one. While serving with the MSSG 31, we were always ready to deploy. After the 2004 tsunami in Thailand, I was jealous that I didn't get a chance to go and work and help out. We didn't really train for disaster relief efforts, but it was always on a list of possibilities. Erie Community College has a emergency management program, associate's program, and it was perfect for me. I also got to have an internship with the County Emergency Services Department. While there, the county had budget cuts and coworkers started to leave or get reassigned. So a job for me in the future was out of the question. I ended up graduating in May with an associate's degree in emergency management and received a geographical information systems certificate in December 2011. We left Buffalo in December 2011 and moved to Reno. In January 2012, I started the Emergency Management Bachelor program at University of Maryland. It was online and it focused on terrorism, not what I was looking for. So I didn't continue with that program. So over the years, I started working part-time and full-time jobs, nothing fulfilling. One day, searching the VA website, I found a link for the Vocational Rehabilitation Program. I read about it, I filled out the form. What did I have to lose? A few months later, I received a letter in the mail saying that I was to attend a briefing and meet with a counselor, and I was entitled. With my background and interest, my counselor suggested TMCC because they have a logistics program. Most of the focus in the logistics management program is on national and international manufacturing and warehousing. This is more in the direction that I wanted to go because I'm able to bring my interest into many of the classes. So what are my interests in? Disasters, disaster relief, and sustainability. Looking to the future of rebuilding after disaster into a more sustainable and resilient community. So I started my TMCC journey. I was a bit hesitant to use the Veterans Resource Center when I first started at TMCC, mostly because of the location and size. It was like a cave. Once the VRC moved, I was much more comfortable using it. There's actual windows now. I joined the Veterans Club last year and started attending events. It's not the same relationship you have, relationships and brotherhood you get experience in the Marine Corps, but it's similar. We have similar stories and experiences. It's nice to have a space to be around and talk to other veterans. Now I'm the club secretary, and it has been a great experience to work with other club leaders and to be a leader again. We work together on projects and get involved in the community. We're not only just veteran focused. Last year we went out to Red Rock to do some work at the Four Paws Rescue Sanctuary. We help build new pens for the dogs and wolves. Every spring we attend the Keep Truckee Meadows Beautiful spring cleanup, and we participate in other event activities with outside groups. It's a feeling of accomplishing something that was not required, but something that should be done, and lending a helping hand when we can. It has been a pleasure to represent the Veterans Club at different events and hope to do so next year. Thank you.